everyone, welcome back to another episode of JRC TV. This week we are focused on money. How to take yourself up to a whole new level financially. So when talking about money, my wife and I have been going through this really interesting program, and the very first episode of this program said something that really kind of ruffled our feathers. You know, it rubbed us kind of the wrong way, and we both looked at each other, we're like, I don't know if we agree with that. And here's what the person said in their program. They said, basically, here's the exercise. We want you to write down a goal of where you want to be financially in the next 3 to 5 years. And based on where you want to be financially, no matter what the number is, we then want you to go pick 5 to 7 people to surround yourself with and become close friends with and keep in close proximity, meaning talk to regularly, communicate with regularly, hang out with, go on trips with, be around, be in proximity with people who are either at that level or beyond that level financially. Now, what's interesting is when my wife and I sat down to do this, we said, listen, that's not how we choose friends. You know, we're friends with homeless people and billionaires. Like, it doesn't matter to us how much money you have. We care what kind of person you are. What are your morals? What are your values? What are your ethics? How do you treat people? You know, what do you do for fun? Like, that's what we're interested in. But for the sake of the topic of money, we thought about it. We said, okay, this is a very interesting exercise. And my wife and I went back and forth, and we just couldn't, for some reason, accept this challenge to go find friends who make a certain amount and hang out with them. It felt wrong. So we thought about it. And what I would like to start off is by asking you, do you agree with this concept? Do you agree with that the power of your peer group, meaning if you want to make more money, you have to hang out with friends who make more money than you because that's going to cause you to make more money? Do you agree with it? Leave us a comment in the blog. I'd love to hear your opinion. Well, first what we did is did some homework. We looked around at different friends and family members and people we know who significantly increased their income. And we looked to see if this was true. And we got to be honest, for some of them it was. You know, we ran across a few people that we know who this is one of their theories of how to constantly increase their own wealth. They find a way to surround themselves and become close proximity friends with people who make significantly more than they do and are at the level or beyond the level they want to be at. And then they learn from them and grow from them. And they certainly add tons of value to the relationship, but it's their way of learning and growing to that next stage of life in finances. Now, they have friends in other areas too, but this is how they do it in this area. But here's what's interesting. It wasn't true for all of them. And when we combed around through friend by friend and person by person, we looked for what are some things that are common in all of them. And here's what we found. It's a different rule that was taught by somebody else. And this is the rule of the 33%. And 33% rule means 33% of your friends should be at the same level you're currently at. 33% of your friends that you consistently hang out with, and friends is probably a horrible word for this, 33% of your peer group, people that you surround yourself with, you do business with, you're in proximity with, 33% of your peer group should be at your level. That way they're on the same page, you can talk and learn and mastermind and connect with each other. 33% of the people you're in proximity with should be, you know, not quite at your level so that you can share with them and educate them and train them and teach them and bring them up to this level. And 33% of your peer group should be beyond where you're at, maybe at your goal level or beyond, so that you can learn from them and grow into where they're at. Well, this seemed a little bit more like something we could connect with. Because, again, we don't believe in just picking people for how much money they make. Even the 33% rule still seems kind of to us. But if you're focused on growing this area of life, here's a strategy to do so. Either A, find 5 to 7 people who are at your level or beyond it that you want to get to and figure out how to add massive value to their life and build a relationship with them, so much so that you get to be in connection and proximity with them and learn from them and grow into that space yourself. Or if that rubs you the wrong way like it did us, do the 33% rule. You know, find people to mentor, find people on the same level, and find people ahead of you to learn from. And use that as your way to give back, stay at the same level, and grow in this area called money. So download today's worksheet. It has a couple questions to help you outline where you want to go, who those people would be, what value you can add to them, and how to put an action plan together to really add that value to their lives or business or whatever you want to add it in. And one more thing. make sure to leave a comment in the blog of what you think of this topic. I find it kind of interesting myself. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully it's able to help you grow and learn and expand. Have fun with it, and we look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of JRC TV. Till then, have an amazing week.